All right, we're here on June 2nd, and it's the beginning of the last month of our seminar year. So lots of exciting things happening. I will say a quick prayer and then we will get going for sure. Lord, we just thank you for this day, and I thank you for this unit and all of the ladies in it. I thank you for the ones that show up every week, week after week, consistently on this call. Thank you for that. And Lord, we just want to be with anyone in our unit that's having struggles or illness or just challenges. Lord, we just ask that you be with them and then help us to be, helpful to them as their friend and sister consultants. Lord, just guide us through this next month. Just help us to know what you would have us to do with our business and lead us and give us great ideas and help us to know which ladies to talk to. And we just thank you for always being there for us. And thank you especially for your son. It's in his name we pray. Amen. Okay. Um, Real quick, do you have I did get a lot more people doing the emoji contest and the $100 day contest this month. So I did just go live on the drawing for the $50 gift cards, but I thought I would go live here with the emoji and the $100 days because we had more people that did it. And so I'm just gonna I noticed I tried to get a hold of Alexandra yesterday because she had big sales on there on the $100 days. And so, okay, let's see who gets the $7 for coffee or Coke or whatever. Cindy Venable. She was posting her days, which was good. So that's for the emoji contest. And then for the $100 days, I'm like, I guess I should do it, with the little wheel on the screen. I could do that, but I'm like old school. Um, Alexandra won for the $100 days. So let me put that out so I don't forget to send them their money. So that's kind of fun. Um, Jody sent in that she had $166 in sales in one face and last week. And I had about $364 in sales. I kind of had sales from when I came back from Rochester. We had a lot of trouble with our flights. We got stuck in Chicago overnight with no luggage,
Oh,
which was fun. But we finally made it. It was weather related. I mean, there was just a lot of rain in Dallas. Oh, there's Alexandra right there. So, anyway, um, so do you guys want to share? Do you guys have any sales you want to share? Hey, Alexandra.
no.
Okay, go ahead, Dawn. What did
So
you
I,
have in
I have
sales?
no idea what my number is. It's not super
Okay.
high, but I had a couple of faces and reorders, and I was kind of trying to combine my goal of the foundation matches, the 30 with the 24 by 24. Like I kind of
Oh
sprung into
yeah.
action, writing
Yes.
down names, who do I need to talk to? So I don't want to misrepresent what was what, but I had a mixture of sales from foundation matches, just regular reorders, and then intentional reach outs. And of course, I'm in the middle of all of it, like not fully focused. My 24 by 24 is going to be for sure reach out to 24 people that may be outside of the foundation matching
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be in 24 hours, but it's going to, you know, reach
That's
out to
okay.
people.
Yeah, I mean, keep using that 24 by 24 if that's helpful, to give you guys a focus because that can help get an active order. So that's good. Alexandra, you just missed it, but I did the drawing for the $100 days, and so you were one of the winners. You get $7. I'll cash app you $7 so you can get a Coke or a
Yay.
coffee. Yeah. Did you want to share anything about your sales in the last week?
Well, similar, Don, I don't know right off the top of my
Okay,
head,
that's
but
fine.
I had some faces. I believe it was last week. Sorry, I'm just getting the new
Oh
roof
no.
put in my house and had to yell at some workers and but
Oh, it's okay.
and I think I had four.
faces. I have it
Okay.
written down, but there are new faces, new customers. So that was kind of cool. And thank you so much, Dawn, for being my transportation. Had little issues with my car. So, um,
Oh,
yeah, but everything's good. And
okay, good.
so, yeah, I had a good week, actually a good month.
Yeah,
So, I'm pretty pleased. I think I had not just a good week, but it was a good month. It was a nice end, but I'm looking at it as though, okay, it's a good start. And I think that's what I'm going to do to have every month. It's a fresh start, a new start to just get myself going.
good. Well, that's exciting. And here we are in another new month, and it's the last month of the year. So, um, Stephanie, do you have anything to add with sales or anything? Okay. Just I don't want to leave you out. I want to make sure you get to say. So,
No,
how's your,
I'm gonna get back on my stuff, but right now I'm trying to pack and move.
you
So
are?
yeah,
When you are you moving this month?
I have to be out of my apartment by the 15th.
Oh, that's pretty soon.
Yeah,
Stephanie, are you moving closer to work? Like, are you leaving
no,
general area?
no, I'm moving to Bridgeton.
Oh, well, anytime you want to come over and visit Ray and I and say hi and show the car and see the house, drop on in. In
Well,
all your free
yeah,
time.
that's exciting that I guess that's exciting you're moving, Stephanie. Hopefully that's a good thing.
I hate moving.
Well, it's not fun. I have been trying to just do one room in my house to try to like get it to be my office, my daughter's, and it is hard. Why do we have so many things? We have
Yeah.
we have
Only
so
thing
many
that's
things.
exciting about it is I'm moving from an apartment to a house.
Oh,
So
yay. That's good. Well, congratulations. That's very exciting. So, okay, well, I wanted to make sure that you guys saw a couple of things on our page. There's always so much with June, but I had posted this in our group. I don't know if you guys saw this, but we are doing a little friendly feud, a little finish line frenzy, as we call it. And so it is going to be a little competition with several units. HDK, Roxy, Margaret, Tanya, Brenda, Heidi, Virginia. We're all participating in this finish line frenzy. So it's really only 6 days. It's the 10th through the 15th. Um, and so for those days, so this gives you some time to get some momentum going, to get some bookings, that kind of thing, or to be moving, Stephanie. But you're just going to I'm going to give you a Google Doc to fill out, but you just have to count your total number of sales tickets or My Shop orders. So if it's a My Shop order, CDS order, a regular, order, count your numbers of tickets. If you get any new recruits, count your number of agreements and then count the number of new faces you have within those days. And we're turning in everything on the 16th by midnight. And then you're really going to get Reco. Generally, like Roxy's probably going to do some kind of Facebook Reco for, all of us together. If you've got friends in those other units that you want to reach out to and have a little friendly competition, you can do that. So it's just going to be kind of like, how we used to do Cellathon, just something big in June. And I am going to tell you about, I definitely, if the 24 by 24 is exciting to you, keep doing that because that would help you with your sales tickets. But I also wanted to throw a new challenge out there for you from now through the 15th. Um, Here's Jody. Hey, Jody. So from now through the 15th, my challenge to you is to either do 5 foundation matches or facials on 5 people. And if you did it within this time frame of the 10th through the 15th, then that would count for our finish line frenzy. And then with those people, with those 5 foundation matches, either share some company information with them so that you're working full circle, or we have 2 opportunities. That week we have one opportunity of a Thursday night sharing thing with Janice Trude's people, or like this Thursday is Gloria Mayfield Banks, if you wanted to get people on either one of those events, let me know that you did, and that would count as well. But I'm just to kind of challenge you to kind of have something happening in these first 15 days. That's kind of my challenge to you, to focus on 5 foundation matches or facials and going ahead and sharing some kind of company information with them, just so that we're practicing doing our full circle sharing. So so it's going to be kind of fun. You know, we try to do something every year. So this was kind of what we put together for this. So hopefully and it's kind of good to create community again between all of our units of the people we don't always get to talk to and see. So that's kind of fun. So I wanted to make sure you saw that. And then you guys probably have already seen this. But these products are going to be 60% off suggested retail price from June 1st to the 30th while the supplies last of these products. A couple of cautionary things. When you go in there, if you're going to order any of these, first of all, you cannot get the 60% off if you aren't active. So we've done some testing on this. I had a consultant in our team already order. You have to look at when you're getting active, you have to look at your retail, which has kind of been the case anyway with these 30% off. It's so confusing because we've always talked wholesale. I do a lot of recognition based on wholesale, but you want to order $450 retail. And then if you're wanting to order any of these things and get 60% off, you've got to get to your $450 retail first before it's going to allow you to get 60% off. As you're adding things into your cart, if you're inactive, it's going to just give you 30% off until you hit that $450, and then it'll allow you to add those things. If you're already currently active, then you can go ahead and choose these, but I would choose it when you go in there to order. I think there's different numbers for these things that are 60% off. So, order under the June skincare product promotion so that you're getting the 60% off.
Hey, Angela.
Yes.
I placed my order yesterday for those, and they are specifically, it's underneath it, it's in bold red letters that this is a 60% off product.
Good. That's helpful. So if you have consultants, that don't order as often as you do and might need help with that, the thing is, I wasn't sure. And so it was helpful when I saw that this consultant ordered. She was not active. She was a T status. And so she wanted some of these products, but she wanted other products. So her retail ended up being almost $500. Her wholesale never actually hit $225. So I was concerned about, is her status going to change to active? But it did, because she had hit $450, but that wholesale amount was lower because she did some of the 60% off stuff. So it's a little bit confusing, especially for those that aren't active, and because it looks like, it's already giving them a discount of 30% off. So if you're helping a consultant on your team and they're not active, make sure they're hitting the $450 retail. That's the number they got to look at to make sure that they're not just getting 30% off, that they're truly getting the 50 or 60% off, especially if they want some of these things. And then
I have a question.
Yeah.
So in the past, when they've done the 60% off, skincare sets, wasn't that off of, you literally get wholesale? So this strikes me now, we're only going to be able to get wholesale for 55% instead of a full 60. Is that how it's always worked out? If it's 60% off retail as opposed to...
Oh,
I feel like the company's changed this around where we're sort of losing out on 5%, unless my brain just isn't working today because I haven't been used to this in a while.
Well, here, let me show you this screen. So this tells you, so if the suggested retail price was $50 on the wrinkle filler, the standard cost is $25. But
Right.
Your cost this time is just going to be $20.
So I want to do the ratio on that. Like, what's that percentage? I mean,
Let's look.
I should be able to
Let's
do it
look.
in my head, but I'm not. I really want to understand this, if it's really the way it used to be, or if there's like a 5% change up now.
Yeah. No, I don't think. Okay, so if you take $50 times 60%, that's $30. So that's your profit. Your profit is $30 on a $50 item because you're only paying 20 for it. So I don't think you're losing 5%.
Is this chart out there somewhere? I don't want to take up the meeting time. I'll look at it more
Yes,
closely.
yeah, I can post it, but it is if you go to Mary Kay in Touch and you go under news, there's a thing on the June promotion. You click that and then you click again and then it brings this up. It brings this screen up. So yeah, and I'll probably post it as well in our group. So it is, I'll tell you y'all, it is confusing because of how we used to just look at wholesale so closely and now it's like we're looking at retail. It is very confusing, and I'm still trying to wrap my brain around it too. The other thing you should know, and I'm trying to get clear on these points to paradise because I have 2 different points to paradise reports and I don't understand them. And I looked and looked and looked at them today and I don't understand them. I'm going to have to call the company and have them explain it to me because it doesn't make sense to me why there's 2 different reports. There is, they're looking at your personal orders and they're also, if you're a team leader or a star team builder or a senior consultant, they're looking at the orders that your team is doing too and adding that to your points. But then I don't understand why I'm getting 2 different reports. It doesn't make sense. So, but you do get, and this is also confusing, when you order $500 or more in qualifying June skincare product promotion items, I assume they mean retail. They don't say retail or wholesale. Then they're going to give you 500 extra points for that. And then this is interesting. If you purchase 13 or more of the qualifying promotion products, then you're getting early ordering access to a new special edition skincare device. And so far, I don't know one single person that knows what that is. And a director called the company and asked, and she said she didn't know, and that it would be available to order in July. And if you order 13 of these products, then you're going to be one of the first ones to get to order whatever this new skincare device is. But I'm even on 2 Voxer groups with national sales directors, and they do not know what it is. So it makes it very mysterious, doesn't it? It's like, okay, so just, maybe it'll get out there. I mean, we're on day 2 and I still haven't found one person that knows what that is. So it's very interesting that that's how they're doing this promotion. But these are probably products a lot of you guys use and sell. And so, these are good products to get at 60% off. I would be careful of not ordering too much retinol because, that it takes a long time to use it up. And I think retinol's on there. Maybe I'm even wrong. Maybe retinol's not even on. Oh, yeah, it is. Clinical Solutions retinol. But, I thought if I wanted to get one for myself, it would be good to get it 60% off. But I wouldn't stock up on retinol because it can get old fast. And so, get you one, or if you have customers that use it, see if they want one. But I wouldn't stock up on that just because I wouldn't want that to get old on your shelf. So be careful on that. But it's very exciting, and I kind of like the products they chose for the 60% off. So that's kind of cool. Is there any other questions on that? I feel like there's some things I don't know total answers to, but I'm going to try to find out. Any other questions on that? Okay. And I'll keep watching the points to paradise. I know it's got to be a lot of points to get the prizes, but I really will track it, and I may, whoever has the most points to paradise points by the end of October, whether you hit what the company's doing or not, I may do some kind of prize for you guys because that it is cool. It's just that the amount that they're looking for you to get is really high. And so, but some of you guys have racked up some points because you've ordered, you have team members that have ordered. So that's really good. And I'm going to start giving Reco for that. So I just want to make sure I understand it. So, okay. The other thing is just a reminder that if you do plan to go to seminar, that you have to register by July 1st. And it's $250 for the registration. You can pay extra if you want to have the general session viewing later. I just feel like if I go, I'm probably not going to do that. But you can do that. And you can also just pay $75 and view the general session, from home. And so that's a possibility as well. And then if you register and attend seminar, they're also going to give you extra bonus points on your points to Paradise. They're going to give you 500 extra points for that. Okay, let me get off. I may have to go back there. The other thing kind of related to seminar is if you have the Mary Kay Events app on your phone, you need to delete it. And they have a new Mary Kay Events app, but you need to delete. It's not just you can't just go update the old one. You've got to delete the old MK Events app and go get the new one, which I did today. And it looks different. It says Mary Kay Events, and then it has like a heart, which is not what their old one looked like. If you're not sure what it looks like, if you're not getting it actually says when you go to your app store on the Apple anyway, it says Mary Kay Events USA. I think it says Mary Kay Events USA on it. And so if you're going to seminar, you will want the right events app on your phone for that. The other thing they're going to do at seminar, since, the MK Connections booth is always like forever long and all of that, the only thing they're going to sell on site at the MK Connections booth is the Fast Pack thing, which I haven't seen what it is yet, but it's usually like $100. That's the only thing they're going to sell there. But what they're going to do is if you are, I believe if you're registered for seminar, then they're going to give you an exclusive online offer beginning July 22nd. And it's free shipping and a gift with purchase on all orders over $100. And that offer runs from July 22nd to August 26th. And so they're basically going to give you like a little deal if you're attending seminar. You just can't order it at seminar. They're just going to send you an email and say you can order. So just FYI on that for those of you that sometimes go do that. The Mary Kay True to Me challenge is, let me show you that. Okay. This one is, if you sell 10 or more TimeWise 3D foundations, which they're basing that based on you ordering 10. If you order 10 by the end of June, and it started May 16th. So they're counting from May 16th to June 30th. If you order 10 of the new foundations, then you're going to get like a bling button and standing recognition, and then they're going to give the top units special stuff, I think. This was interesting. It said that you can't, like, okay, so say you're looking at a Mary Kay thing on social media, like a Mary Kay website. It says saving images from Mary Kay websites, emails, or social channels to take and post as your own violates usage rights. So instead, use the share or repost button found on social media posts, or you can go to the digital image library on Mary Kay and Touch, and you can take any of those pictures. So just FYI, I don't know if they're watching for that. I've never thought about that or thought of it being an issue, but you can share one of their posts, but they don't want you to save the picture off of it and then repost it as your own, I guess. So just something to watch. I don't know how big of a deal that is, but they put it out there for us. Also, May plus June, My Shop Selling Challenge, which I can't find a report on this anywhere to tell you where you are, but they're looking for anybody that sells a cumulative retail sales of $300 just through My Shop orders from May 1st through June 30th. So for those 2 months. And you're going to get a special, I think you're going to get a special lanyard at seminar if you do that. And I don't even know for sure. I've had some My Shop orders, but I don't know how much. I can't find, I don't know. I guess I maybe have to go to My Shop and look under the orders to see what I've gotten to see if I've hit 300, but there's not like actually a report.
What are the dates for that?
It's May 1st through June 30th. So it's for those 2 months.
So if you have $300 or more in My Shop orders, you're going to get a special lanyard. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I couldn't find a report that tells me that. So I think you may just have to go look at your My Shop orders. I don't know. Did you have something, Dawn, on that?
Yes, back to the foundation challenge. You
Yes.
said the dates of May 16th through whatever. So,
June 30th.
I ordered 10 or more on May 10th to get in, all the shades. And so all
Yeah.
of that ordering is not going to count?
Yeah, it will, because you probably did that. Oh, on the 10th.
Uh-huh.
You know what though? I think I have a report for that. Let me see. I think your name was on that report, Dawn. So maybe that counts. Let me look at the report. Because I think I saw your name on the report. So let me see. Let's just look. It might count since you had early ordering. It may still count. Let's see. Yep, it shows you have 14.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, so it counted. And Jody has 10 or 7 so far. So, yeah, it counted. I thought I saw your name on there. So, yeah, it did count. So, I know it does say May 16th, but they must have counted everybody that got to order early too. So a lot of little things. Our star deadline is the 15th. So if you're going to try to finish Star Consultant, you have till the 15th to do that. And then, when we're at seminar, we get to pick up those purses. And they did say that on July 1st, they'll let us know, but they're going to have a new collection of all-star rewards for 26-27. So I don't know what it is yet. They're going to tell us on July 1st. So lots of little things that are going on in June. I think the biggest thing is the, our friendly frenzy to the finish line, those dates. So I think now, like Alexandra was saying, start a fresh start at the beginning of the month. What is your goal? What is your plan of what you're going to do this month to wrap it up? And, I don't know where all of you guys are with, the year, like, okay, I'm great. I'm glad where I'm at, or maybe I'm not glad where I'm at. So what I don't want you to think is, well, I'm not going to hit this or I'm not going to hit that. So I think I'll just wait until July 1st, because momentum has to be built to get things started. So start thinking about your new year, about what you personally want, but then what can you do in June to help you start getting momentum? Because, if you try to start on July 1st, you have to get momentum built. And so then not a whole lot is going to happen from the beginning. So be thinking about that. And what can you do now that's going to build up, to get your new year started great? And for us to wrap up June. I mean, honestly, May was a little lackluster for us in terms of our production. I think some of us did do work. Alexandra had a great month. I mean, I had a pretty good sales month. I think some of you guys had some good sales and some good things happening. But collectively as a unit, it was our lowest month we've had this year in production, which is weird. But I think part of that is it takes a little bit to figure out these foundations. Takes a little bit for us to get samples ordered for foundations. It takes a little bit of time to book to get people in front of us if they still have their old foundation, they're not ready to move yet or whatever. So that takes a little bit of time. But we've already started this month. I already had a whole bunch of people order yesterday. So I think we're going to be fine for reaching our collective goal as a unit, which is to finish the car and to finish 300,000. We actually need more to finish the car than we do 300,000, but it's not an unreal amount for us. It's like 12,000 and something. So we can definitely do that in the month of June. So we're my focus is to get at least 20 people that are currently activated. And hopefully those of you guys that are recruiters, that you would have at least 5 people order, and you could order 600, you could get a 13% check. If all the recruiters did that and everybody had 5, I didn't make a 13% check on my personal team members in May either, which I usually do. And so I'm going to focus on my personal team members too. So I think it's good to, these 60% off products are good. It's just that if you're not active already, you're going to have to get to that point to get the 60% off. So that's going to put you a little bit more retail wise over, but it may work out okay in the cost to you because you're getting the 60% off. So, but it's just a little confusing. But if you're working with anybody, just keep saying 450 retail because it's a different thought process. It's a different thought process for me, for sure. And I think we can have a really good June. I already have had more sales the last week. I don't know. I think people are busy in May with graduations and all the things. And so I know there is some travel and stuff in June, but hopefully it'll be a really good month. So any questions, comments, concerns? Yes.
So I had 7 people in the $1,000 cash giveaway. Did they do the drawing on that?
Yes, they did do the drawing. You had 7?
I did. So I need to catch up with you and see.
Okay, I'll go back and look. They did the drawing today, and the person that won was, I can tell you. I can tell you her name. Let me see here. Heather did the drawing. Okay, her name was Victoria, I think. Let me see.
I just like to tell my people that
Alexa Moses was the $1,000 cash winner. And Victoria Gonard, I don't know how you say her last name, was the consultant that she came from. So Alexis Moses, huh? I don't know. I don't know whose unit she's in. Okay. There was about 50 directors that were a part of it. So I don't know. There was a bunch of people I didn't know. So she wasn't, Angela White. That's who it was. I don't know who that is. Angela White is the director.
I might have met her at career conference. I met somebody named Angela. I'm going to look at my pictures.
She's blonde. She's really cute. Blonde headed, really good blonde hair. Cute. I've never seen her before. So I'll go back and look at their answers, Dawn. I'll go back and check that.
Well, I need to make sure you know who everybody was. Or unless you can just filter on me.
Heather kept filtering it, and so I should be able to look you up. And I'll go back and look at that and see what all they said in case somebody said, yes, I want to sign up now. So you think 7. Okay. Okay. I will check on that and get back with you for sure on that. And some people were talking about doing it again, but Heather was like, she wasn't going to do it. So I don't know that we'll do it again, but I definitely encourage you guys to try to get people on, or just talk to people. Just talk to people one-on-one when you're facialing them. We'll just get used to it. That's kind of my challenge, that we work full circle. And 5 people is not a huge number. So I'm trying to do challenges that we can all kind of participate in and kind of move us forward. So I think that would be good. Those of you guys that have been doing some foundation matching, do you have any thoughts or tips that you have found in doing that? Yeah, go ahead, Dawn.
The AI tool out of everybody I've done so far has only been pretty good for like 1 or 2 people. So the AI tool is my baseline. I want everybody to use it, see what it suggests. And so far on all of my African American skin customers and people, really hard for me to match. Really hard.
Okay.
Surprisingly. Like with all the expanded shades, when I see it on them, I'm like, not so sure that's your shade. I don't know. So it's not been an easy situation. And I have a bunch of bookings coming up, a bunch of faces coming up real soon. But
Okay.
so far, not so easy. And I feel like the Luminous is not even smooth on my skin. And
Oh, really?
I do good skincare every day. I'm like, why doesn't it feels odd to me. It feels like
Huh.
matte on my skin.
Okay. I'm wearing the Luminous. I mean, I don't know. I think it feels maybe not as thick as the other Luminous, maybe, but I feel like it covers really well. And I've had so far, I mean, I'm still learning the colors too. And I told one girl, she was a consultant, and she doesn't live close enough to me for me to match her. And she's like, just look at my picture and based on this, and she's wearing CC cream before, and I was like, ugh. So I guessed. And I said, I could be completely wrong, Jennifer. So I said, if you get this in, we really might need to get together and make sure that this is right because I just don't feel like I know these well enough. So Alex, do you have a new color? Dawn, did you do a foundation match for Alexandra?
We did. So Alex, you go
Yes.
ahead and comment.
What color
Yes.
did you end up with?
Well, it was the same. It was well no, okay, because we changed it. It was Deep Six, but I was lured over to the Luminous. I went from the matte to the Luminous and I love it. It feels great.
Okay.
And because of the lookbook, because of the various I guess shades, I've had several of my hairdresser. A lot of the women there, they've seen that. I think I have at least 5 women at my hairdresser. They saw the cover color of the lookbook or the women on there, and they said,
Yeah.
I've had problems with my foundation, but now I think that I think I can do something. And they've explained to me their issue, which means their issue, which is like not finding the shade. It's made them feel warm or something. So they're interested now in foundation. And basically, it's because they've seen the shades that Mary Kay has offered. And one woman has said, well, I thought Mary Kay was only for white women. They said, I go, no,
Oh.
that's not the case. So it was really
Mhm.
good to see the front of that lookbook and the various complexions. So
Yeah.
for me, I mean,
Well,
that was
and they
really
said
exciting.
they definitely added a lot of colors in the deep.
Yeah.
So that's good. That's really good. Yeah, I guess, and I don't have a lot of customers in the deep category, so I did sell a deep too, but that's fairly light, really. I mean, she wore a bronze 100 before. I mean, that's like the lightest color, and it looked really good on her. But it was easy to match her because she'd been bronze warm 100 before, and the deep 2 did pretty well on her, and she bought it. Um, I am still learning the mediums for sure. I'm trying to figure out the mediums. Jody, did you ever figure out a color for you?
I haven't tried.
You haven't tried? Okay.
No, Dawn was talking about the app, and I tried the app, and the app told me I was an Ivory 1. I was like, you are like, and I was in good lighting. I mean, like I was in front of the window, and I'm like, seriously? And had I mean, which granted, I know you're not supposed to do it with your foundation on, but I had dark foundation on, and it told me I'm
Oh,
Ivory 1.
okay. Well, that's not right.
Yeah, and
Okay.
so I redid it 3 times, and all 3 times it told me I was. At one time, it said it was an Ivory 4, and I'm like, "You're full of crap." Like this AI stuff is like
Exactly.
stupid.
Yeah. It
And
wants me to
now,
be a medium 2. I'm a medium 9 or 10 right now. When I get
okay.
back from Italy, I'm assuming I'm going to be a medium 12.
Yeah. I noticed that HDK was trying on a deep 1 and a deep 2.
I know. That was crazy. Like,
Yeah,
it made
and
me
she
go,
ended
well,
up
maybe
going
I'm medium.
11.
She
Huh?
went
I
with the
think she
medium
ended up
11,
going with an 11 with
medium 11.
medium 11.
Yeah. So now you did do the girl that you facialed though, you did stripe her, right?
I've done 2 matches. I've done 2
Yeah.
stripes.
Yeah.
And both of them. So one of the first girl, I did medium 1, 2, and 3. I did medium 1, and I was like, okay, I like it, but it was just I don't know, I can't remember. I think it turned like yellow orangey on her. And then I said,
Mm.
let's just do medium 3. Because medium 3 is actually what I initially looked at, but then I was looking at her neck was like really, really light, and thought, okay. And so I did the medium 3, and medium 3 was like perfect. And I said, I want to try medium 2 just because. And
Yeah.
medium 2 was nice, but medium 3 just like was perfect. And then yesterday, medium 2. The girl was medium 2.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. And
Well,
yeah, so it was, I mean, and I tried one other color on Unibeth, but we were like, yeah, that's it. I mean, like literally it was perfect. I mean, and it even as it sat, it got prettier. And I'm just hoping that when I finally decide to sit down and do it, it'll do it again. It'll be that easy for me.
yeah. Yeah. We tried so many that day, but we've had a little more experience now, and so maybe that'll be all good. So good. Jody, did you have another doctor's appointment about your carpal tunnel thing?
I did. I will have surgery on July 3rd.
July 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, and this he said you'll be in prep longer than you'll be in surgery. Like literally like 10 minutes. So they'll go in and they'll cut me here and here and snip that tendon, and hopefully in 6 weeks. He said as severe as my carpal tunnel is, that I probably won't see results until after 6 weeks.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's the time we're going to seminar.
Yeah. Okay.
But the good thing about it is that it's not a invasive. I mean, it's surgery, but it's not invasive. And they put you kind of like in a twilight, like when you have a colonoscopy, and so they don't put you fully under. So there's a lot of good things about it.
Yeah.
But July 3rd was the first available time that Cledell and ours that our schedules allowed. So 4 more weeks.
Okay. Good to know.
For asking.
Okay.
Huh?
Yes. Well, we'll be praying for that, and we'll be praying for Stephanie's move, that all that goes well. And when did you say you had to be out? The 15th of this month? Okay. So that's going to happen fast. That's whether you're ready or not, you're going to have everything ready. And Dawn is busy with lots of kids. So, all right. Well, we will meet again next Tuesday. And I did put all of the I put the calendar and all of the events. There was 1 week that she's not doing an event on Wednesday night. It's just Janice talking about, finishing out the year. But she was talking, I was listening to her today, and she was talking about that makeup artist that she had last month that she's going to have again this month. And I guess this lady is from Europe or something, and she's really good. So definitely one to get guests on for sure, or to go back and listen. And Dawn, I will find that sheet and I'll get with you tomorrow on I'll just give you all the details of what they said on your girls. And congratulations for having that many people listen. That is very exciting. Good job to you for that, for sure. And I'm glad Alexandra had such a good month. Alexandra was our #1 in wholesale ordering for the month of May. So that's exciting. And I do appreciate you ladies that are on here consistently every week. Because I do spend some time trying to prep, and I do appreciate you guys being on every week. Next week is the second week of the month, so I'm going to try to wrap us up in this book. So we're going to try to finish this one out and kind of summarize what we've learned. And then I do want to keep doing a book. And so I think starting in July, I'm going to do Atomic Habits. And so I think that would be good for all of us on just how our habits are for anything in our life. So I think that will be good. And tomorrow night is a skincare class with Janice at 8, and then Thursday night is Gloria Mayfield Banks at 8 for recruiting. So that's what's going on the rest of this week. And think about, what you want to do for June 5th through June 10th through June 15th, how you want to. I'm trying to book a party for that week, and just continuing to talk to people about foundation matching for sure. As I think the more we do it, the more we'll learn. It's just kind of one of the things we learned about in this, do you guys remember last month we learned about process pain? Like going through the process of learning. That's sort of what this foundation matching is like. The little bit of the process is a little bit painful to try to figure it out, but the more faces you do, the more you'll get better at it, and then you'll feel like you know what you're doing. So it's just it's just the process of, but usually I have had very good, people are loving this foundation. I have a consultant that had been wearing something else. I don't even think she may have tried, she was wearing our cream to powder but I sent her samples and she loved it and ordered it right away. And now she wants to get her mom on it. So, even cream to powder wearers are liking how this coverage is. So that's really great. All right. Well, you guys have a good rest of your evening. Thank you so much for being on. And if you run into any questions or problems or anything with the 60% off thing, just let me know. And we'll figure it out. And you guys have a good rest of your evening. Bye.